Okay. Sorry, I'm yelling. Hi. It's been a little minute since I filmed. You guys don't actually know this, but I've like split my videos into like season 1, season 2, season 3, part A, part B. And it's just sort of for me in a way to track my progress, and each season is sort of filmed around a different time, but incrementally with each season I'm trying to bring you guys better quality. So it's been a minute since I filmed. I've had some stuff going on. It's actually 10:30 at night. Guess which month? Grab a drink. I'm really tired. It's gonna be nice and slow. Vibe today. I'm having a hot toddy. In case you don't know what that is, it's literally just hot water with brandy in it. Or at least that's what I think it is. I might Google it later. And I've got some like Polish, I don't know what this is, but I really wanted chocolate. Got peanuts in it, so if you have a nut allergy, knackered. Anyway, today, guys, grab a blanket. Like, sorry if this is your pet peeve, but I don't have a napkin on me and there's no way in hell I'm getting up right now because I'm so tired. Grab a blanket if you want. I'm not going to be putting one on right now because I'm hot with this fire behind me, but grab a blanket, grab a drink, grab your notepad if you want. You've already read the title. You know what this shit's about. Alright, we're talking about manifestation, bitch. LOA, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so excited to talk about this because this is the only content I really watch nowadays when I'm on YouTube. If not that, then I'll be watching Tamcore or like Haley Gamba, both of whom I love. I was gonna say big shout out to them. Not that they need me shouting them out, but like, love them. So let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. Sorry, I just need a minute. Just give me a second. So good. I was like between this and a hot chocolate. And I was like, no, I've got the chocolate in that. I'll take a hot toddy. I was thinking of having a drink earlier in the day. And then I was like, no. Not right now. I've got loads of work to do. I actually wanted to film in the morning. Can you believe that? But with family around and like just having random things to get done, just didn't happen. And I really wanted to make true, is that how you say it? I wanted to fulfill my promise to myself and do it today because I have another video to film tomorrow and I didn't want to like delay it any longer. Do you guys like my nails? Like, I try to polish them up for you. The things I do. Sorry, if I'm gonna put at the beginning of the video, I'm gonna put a time stamp for anyone that wants to skip forward because I'm so rambling. But it gives you guys a chance to grab a drink if you want one. As you can tell, I kind of need one or needed one. All right, I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are too, but if not, I'm sure you will be by the end of this video. Let's get into it. I'm going to be shamelessly reading off of my Notion. If you don't have Notion and you need organization, get Notion. Get Notion. Do yourself a favor. Not sponsored, obviously. Get Notion, okay? I can put everything on there. I'm one of those people that needs to be able to like brain dump / organize in the same space, and this is just everything for me. So, without further ado, how to manifest without overcomplicating it. First point, you have to make it your mission to not really react, but to respond to anything in the 3D / external world that does not reflect the reality you desire. Let me repeat that for you, okay? In case you didn't catch it. You have to make it your mission to not react, but to respond to anything in the 3D or the external world, however you like to put it, that does not reflect the reality you desire. You may have already heard this previously in videos. Do not react, do not respond to the 3D. How does that actually work though? Like if you're actually trying to go about it. So I've written underneath, what does this mean and how can you implement it? To clarify, you want to first understand the difference between reacting and responding. What is reacting? Reacting, you want to think knee-jerk reaction. You want to think emotional. You want to think impulsive. And the thing is, if you're emotionally tied to something, you're more likely to react to it. It doesn't mean you'll definitely react to it. That is up to you, because you have impulse control, I'd imagine, at least to some degree, you know, at least on a good day. So reacting is an emotional response, whereas responding is a more, I guess you could say, level-headed, cool response. Now, this may sound like common sense, but the reason you need to realize why it's important to be able to make the distinction and then utilize that is because if you show up to something, if you show up to a 3D reacting to it, what you're saying to the universe effectively is this still has a hold on me and I want to live in this state. I want to live in the state that this thing, which is triggering me in this way, what am I saying? Like, you're saying to the universe that you want to stay in that state, that you want to stay triggered, that you want to be staying in response or in reaction, to whatever said thing is happening. Because I'll break it down a little bit more for you. Bear with me. What you actually want to do is you experience your trigger. In your mind, you say, it's nothing to me. I do not react to this because honestly, it's irrelevant. It's somebody else's business. It's a paranoid thought, a reflection of a previous insecurity, but it is not a reflection of the truth that I wish to embody. Therefore, it is not true for me. Okay? So really what we're trying to do is make a distinction between the you that would be emotionally reactive towards the 3D and the version of you that does not feel the need to emotionally react because it's not relevant to them. We'll go into detail in a little moment. There is so much power in those statements. Now again, these are just some examples I've given. Please feel free to come up with your own, but I hope it paints a bit of a picture for you. And those statements are imperative. All you do is act in a way where you end up basically being unbothered, unfazed, extremely calm, and it's not that you don't experience emotion, it's just that you overcome it quickly. For example, anger or sadness or jealousy, some more negative emotion or an emotion that we would label as negative, where you feel that but then sort of snap yourself out of it. It's like that, but you go through that transition a lot faster because you recognize that it's not relevant to that version of you. Because if it was that version of you that was here right now, they'd be like, well, what even is that? Why does this even matter? Because I already have everything that I want. I'm not going to refer to the version of you that's watching this video as the version of you that you were before you were watching this video. In watching this video, you are already a new person. I need you to understand that. You have made that decision now. I've made that decision for you. Okay? Accept it, bitch. Sorry, I have to stop swearing. In effect, what I'm trying to do is create a distinction between this present version of you, aka dream version of you or future version of you, and the past version of you. So the version of you that you were perhaps before you watched this video, or before you decided, you know what, I'm gonna look for a manifestation video today. You have to be able to distinguish between what's old and what's new. That is really important because otherwise it's gonna be so easy for you to just stay stuck in what was old. And sometimes even, you know what's old for you and what's new, but you don't actually know what to do with that. So here I am, and I'm gonna tell you what you first wanna do is realize that there are things that the old you would have reacted to, which now the new you is going to respond to. Moving on. What you wanna do is look at the world like you get what you want. Everything works out for you. Everything is literally working out for you right now as I speak to you. Wakey, wakey. Okay? Wake up to that reality, bitch. That's your truth, hun. That is your truth. And it may not seem like it, and I've talked about this in other videos. Feel free to check out my channel. I've got stuff to do with like karma and all of that. Like sometimes the 3D is giving us like what the F vibes, honestly. But what you need to blindly believe in, because that's what faith is, blind belief sometimes. What you need to blindly believe in is that in all of it, there are, I should really stop. There are a ton of blessings in disguise. I am so delulu, that is what I tell myself all the time, and that is why I am as successful as I am today. What does this mean and how can you implement it? If anybody says to you, nah, you're probably not gonna make it, or other iterations of that obviously, or your SP is dating or in love with somebody else, like what do you mean you wanna get them back? That person probably thinks da-da-da-da-da about you or about me, or whatever other sentences you can hear your insecurity start to create. All of that shit is rendered irrelevant because in a world where everything works out for you, how could any statement that does not align with your reality be true? make it make sense. You need to tell yourself that you are always ready and waiting for the universe to pleasantly surprise you. Keep affirming that the universe works in your favor. You can affirm, obviously, the things to do with your SP or whatever goal it is that you're trying to reach, but that stems from a certain level of confidence, which if you can tackle first and foremost, the rest will fall into place. It's like umbrella affirmations, I guess you could say, in case you haven't heard of that term, or I think that's the right term, but where you basically say, like, I get everything I want, everything is working out for me, people easily fall in love with me. These are sort of umbrella statements. It's easier to sort of spend time on them, to feel them perhaps, rather than going in specific. I'm going to get into a little bit more I've actually got a more detailed video coming for you guys. I'm probably going to film that in a few months' time, but it's literally my most intense LOA video. So we'll get into that in a little more detail in that. See, if I say everything is working out for me, I always get what I want, then the rest is a given, right? So if we say everything is working out for me, well then what do I have to be worried about? You know, what else would I have to affirm for? If I always get what I want, then why am I so worried about doing specific SB affirmations? So maybe doing some umbrella affirmations might be helpful for you. And maybe that is also where your biggest block is, as you could be doing all the SB affirmations, but if you truly believe that the universe is not working in your favor, or that blessings can't happen for you, or you don't receive or deserve good things, well then that's what you need to affirm for, right? That's where the block needs to be unblocked, baby. Do the work. So for example, I'll get my SP, whoever they may be, I'll get that call, I'll get that text, you know? When I say I want something, it is done. It is done. As Rita Kaminsky says, door slam. That reality is created. All I need to do is pluck it by aligning myself with it. Keep affirming, baby. Keep affirming. So the way that I had this vision come to mind, it's really weird, but imagine you have like 5 doors around you in a circle. They're all like equidistant from each other and sort of from you. You're like standing in the middle. Each door has its own color. Red, blue, what other colors do I write? Orange, green. That's it. Currently, you're wearing red. Okay? In wearing red, the only door you're allowed to go through is the red door. However, you wish to go through the blue door. That blue door is right there in front of you. But the only way that you can walk through it is by getting into a blue outfit. So effectively, you have full access to it, and it's right there, and it's no better, no greater, no bigger than any other doors. Plus, your relationship to it has not changed, your actual distance has not changed. It's equal to the other doors, just a different color. All it takes for you to enter a different reality, for you to enter through the blue door, is to become blue, to wear blue. Okay? Now that might sound weird, it's just sort of a vision that came to my mind. But effectively, what I'm trying to express to you through this analogy is that we have access to multiple realities. And it's in conditioning where we're taught to believe that actually, no, that door is really hard to unlock. You need to not only change the color of your outfit, but you need to buy from this store in order to get through that door, or even knock on that door, let alone open it. That door is far, far away. Someone like you can't. And what I'm trying to do is break down that barrier in your mind to make you understand that there really is not much standing between you and that desired reality. It's literally about stepping into a different fit. It may sound easier said than done, and to some degree it is, but the majority of resistance is within your mind. And we'll get into that again in a little bit. So what does this mean and how can you implement it? Hold on, I need to bite my cake. I don't know what this is, and definitely, it's not a cake actually, it's like a wafer. I was gonna go at it with a fork. I was like, there's no way this is gonna work out. Chocolate. I actually have something on that in a bit as well. Could not recommend this drink more. So good. I'm actually having a great time. Hot toddy. Banging. What you need to do is change your perception and what you focus on. More specifically, what you choose to focus on. When they say discipline and affirming and not wavering, what they're basically saying is you need to reset your baseline of what you believe is possible for you. That's why I talk about what you choose to focus on, because what you choose to focus on creates your baseline. So if we go with the example I gave you, you want your baseline to, rather than be red, be blue. rather than be green, be orange. You see, in changing your outfit, you change which door, which reality you can access. So always be looking to improve your baseline. For example, everything always works out for me. These hiccups, they hurt at the moment, but they're irrelevant. They're just a part of my journey, but they're not all of my journey. And they're certainly not representative of my destination. This is just a little bit of character building to make my autobiography or biography one day extra juicy. But this is not my destination. My destination is selected, and this is where I want to go. And remember, we get everything we want around here, right? And this is how I want to do it. And all you have to do is wear blue. Now guys, if you literally want to go and change into a blue outfit and it makes you feel like you're in another reality, you go fucking do it. If you want to go and comment blue hearts underneath this video, go and comment blue hearts. Whatever it takes for you to feel like you can access your reality. All you have to do is align yourself by doing the things that a blue outfit would make you do. So it's really about stepping into another version of ourselves, and it can sound big and it can sound scary, but once you realize that the cut that you need to make, the distinction you need to make is in your mind first and foremost, and that is how you can tap into a reality which brings you everything you want. The sooner you make that distinction, the sooner you're able to tap into that new energy, and the sooner you're able to pull in what you never really thought was possible for yourself, because now you see it as possible. The change starts from within. Change your self-concept, change everything. I've got another video coming for you about that too. Remember, the version of you that has what you desire must exist today, and that is what you have to realize. The sooner you wish to create your ideal reality, the sooner you must learn to step into that version of you. Like I said, she must, or he must, or they must exist today. Today, not tomorrow. I mean, yes, also tomorrow, but start today. Start today. I don't care how shitty you feel. I don't care how late it is. You're your new you. You have been since you clicked on this video. So that is where your intention should be focused, not on the absence of what it is that you desire. There is no absence. Hold on. What does this mean and how can you implement it? Remember, the absence is created in your mind, or at the very least, you're reacting to it from your mind. The 3D doesn't have to be your truth. It can be a truth. It can be a truth that belongs to somebody else. A truth that belongs to limiting beliefs, like I said. But it doesn't have to be your current truth. Hear me. In your chosen reality, speaking about the absence, in your chosen reality, however, it is non-existent. There is no third party. That is just a reflection of you, or the past you, to be more specific. The third party is imaginary. This is all moldable and malleable. That is what you need to come to understand. My example, this is very random. I wrote 2 weeks ago, but this is actually like months ago now. Months ago, for fun, and to try it out, I affirmed we will have chocolate in this house every day. Now, why not? I'm a chocoholic, so like, why not, right? Next day, no chocolate. I reacted and I shouldn't have. And then I was like, no. I'm not gonna react anymore. I'm gonna keep affirming. There's chocolate in this house. You wanna know what happened? My dad happened to have a work trip, and in the last week, he got to visit a chocolate factory. Need I say any more? And what did he bring home? A whole bag of chocolate, you guys. A whole bag of chocolate. I'm talking like 2 weeks to a month supply. Yeah, which is solid for our household. And he's never been on a trip like this before. But you see what I mean? Miracles happen for you and you need to believe it. Let that just sink in for a minute. Your girl manifested a whole month's worth of chocolate into the house. And I didn't even have to lift a finger. That's saying something. And you might say, no miracles, there'll be like thoughts coming up, no miracles don't happen for me, no, that's other people win the lottery. Shut up. Shut up. What are you basing that off of? What, the past version of you? The version of you that you were before you clicked on this video? Yeah, bitch, you don't know what you're talking about. New rules, baby. New you, new rules. That's what I'm talking about. Alrighty, so last point, you want to put your intention out there. What does that mean and how can you implement it? So your only business is to know where you want to fire your arrow. Have that precise within your mind. Go back to living your life as if you are the person that has what you want. Oh, has what you have. And to leave the rest knowing that it is coming to you. And that is where people go wrong. That's where people start looking. See, I'm talking about people. I'm not talking about you, honey. Because you don't do shit like this. You're pro manifester. That's where people go wrong. That's where they start looking at all the specifics and the details. And oh, what if this? What if that? This person said. That doesn't matter. And don't we fucking know it? What's that? The 3D doesn't matter. There we go. I'm telling you, it's coming to you. It's coming to you now, but you have to let it come to you. It's literally knocking at your door. Blue door, green door, whatever fucking color you want. Sorry for swearing. It is knocking right there. All you gotta do is bloody change your outfit, man. Wanting to come in, wanting to become a part of your physical reality, but you need to open yourself to it. And if you stay lodged in what isn't and what you don't have, it will never come to exist within your 3D, or at best, much, much later when you have finally detached from it because you have given up so deeply. You know what I mean? You know when you've like wanted something so desperately, or the past version of you wanted something so desperately, that you were just like all about it and clingy, whether it was a person or like a certain university or whatever nonsense, like a certain job or like a whatever, fill in the blank. And then you were like, fuck it, it's just not gonna happen. Like you completely forgot about it. Maybe years later, all of a sudden it comes knocking at your door and you're like, what the fuck? Why now? Why now? I don't even want you now. You know what I mean? That vibe, because you gave up so deeply that you finally detached from it. So rather than having to do that, don't stay lodged in what isn't and what you don't have, because that's not true. It'll be true if you choose for it to be true, if you choose for it to be a reality, but it's not. You feel? It's not your reality. So why would you stay lodged in what isn't and what you don't have? Because you do have. You do have. And what you want is. You get me? I think we're on the same page. You need to give it access, you need to give it permission, and not just a pathetic permission slip of, oh, well, I guess, yeah, it would be nice. No! Welcome it with warm, loving arms. When you are ready, I am here. Come into my life. I cannot wait. Thank you for being here. That's more the vibe. That's my 2 cents. I wanted to share it. I hope it helps, and happy manifesting, you guys. Happy manifesting. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, leave them down below. Any other topics regarding this or regarding anything else on my channel, again, let me know. And I'm just thinking, is there anything else? Yeah, I've got another like 2-3 videos about LOA coming out. So stick around, subscribe, put the bell on. How do you put it? Bell notifications. I'm still figuring this shit out. If you want to hear more from me, and in the meantime, happy manifesting and take care of yourselves. Love you all, and see you in the next video. Bye. Hot toddy. Hot toddy.